Hey y'all, I'm RC, and we are at Delauder's Barbecue in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. One of our favorites, and apparently one of America's favorites too. They are rated as one of the top barbecue joints in the country by Yelp. And it's a mom and pop joint, great folks. We are here at 5 o'clock and they are already they're already turning away orders. They're sold out. Their hours are 12:30 to whenever they sell out. We've had this before. It's a great barbecue. It's our last night in town, and we're gonna leave Gatlinburg with the taste of good barbecue in our bellies here in just a little bit. Let's go. Let's go. So, it took us a little while to get in here. I'm gonna make it real clear. If you want to eat it at Delauder's Barbecue, you better get here early. I believe it's his son. This is very much a mom and pop organization. Mr. Denny, he's working back there. His wife is in the kitchen. His kids are in the kitchen. So when we talk about supporting local mom and pop organizations, this is exactly what we're talking about. They'll be here in Gatlinburg in 10 years. He just told me here just a few minutes ago. And they serve a phenomenal product. It's a little bitty place. If you drove up on it, you might be like, I don't know if I'm gonna eat here. Don't let the outside fool you. Great service. And like I said, they had a sign up that said it's sold out. So like I said, you be here early. He opens at 12 o'clock on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They open at 2 o'clock. I believe 2 o'clock on Sunday. But
it's worth it.
It's very much worth it, and we'll expound on that a little bit later.
A bit of food too.
Say that again.
I was going to say this is a really good amount of food.
Okay.
And it looks delicious.
Our bountiful dinner has arrived for our last night in Gatlinburg. I'm very upset about that, but I'm not upset about the food. We had to wait a little while, but you know what?
It was worth the wait.
It's going to be very worth it. So, Miss Amanda got the pulled pork and the brisket, baked beans, and the macaroni and cheese.
Fried macaroni and cheese is good.
Let me comment a little bit about that. Mr. Delauder told me that they have went through about 100 pounds of macaroni today.
Yeah.
So, with that, here comes the first bite.
All right. I think we're going to try the pulled pork first.
Yeah.
You guys want to take a picture?
I'm okay right now.
Thank you.
All right.
Delicious.
Love it first bite.
Love it first bite for sure.
Wow. Good.
Very good.
So, I got the collard greens, the fried macaroni and cheese, the ribs, the pulled pork, and the brisket. Let's see what we think about this. if it tastes half as good as it looks, we're in for a real treat. Furthermore, if we eat all of this, let's just put it like this: the diets will begin as soon as I get back to Southwest Alabama. And the drizzle with the sauce.
Sauce here.
Yeah.
Barbecue sauce.
All right.
And they give us this little
Dum-dum
sucker
sucker.
at the end. So I
All
think
right.
that's a cute little touch.
All right.
All right.
So, here's the first bite. We've got the brisket. Oh, Denny Delauder. My soul.
Love it, first bite.
Love and happiness. First bite. Very good, sir. We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
It looks great.
All right. So, we just finished unfortunately, our last meal in Gatlinburg, our last dinner in Gatlinburg
I think
on
we
this
saved
trip.
the best for last.
And
though.
I'm gonna just be honest with you. There's an old little bit of an R&B song saying they saved the best for last, and I guarantee you, they saved the best. We saved the best for last.
So good.
First of all, I cannot say enough about Denny Delauder. Now, folks, I'm friends with Denny on Facebook, and we walk in this place. We come to Gatlinburg maybe once, maybe twice a year. This man probably sees thousands of people during the year. We walk in the door, and the first thing he says, "Hey, Clint," "Hey, Amanda," and waves.
He called us by name.
I don't care if the food would have tasted like garbage. If you can remember me out of thousands and thousands of people that walk through this little humble establishment, you got my respect. But now let me tell you something. Do not let the appearance of the building affect whether or not you come to Delauder's Barbecue. I have a new favorite barbecue joint in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Oh man, I'm so full. The food was amazing as always. It's always good. They give you a big portion. We couldn't even eat it all. We actually got a little bit to take back for later. But it was delicious. The service is great. The young guys at the that meet you at the door, very respectful, very nice. Overall, everything was just A+. Everything was good.
With a word of caution, and we mentioned this earlier, if you find yourself in Gatlinburg and you want great barbecue, and we know all that, don't wait all day to decide to come to eat at Delauder's. We were told that this morning when they opened at 12, I believe it's either 12 or 12:30. They were already on a 45-minute wait, and we purposely decided we wanted to eat dinner here tonight. Well, we roll up here at 5 o'clock, and they're putting a sign up that says we're sold out. Their official hours are from 12 o'clock to whenever they sell out. And if you know anything about barbecue, you can't re-smoke ribs. But
and the thing is too, if you come up here and you see the sign, this is what he told us.
Go in anyway.
Go in anyway, because they do put up the sign before they're actually out of food. One thing I will say that I really appreciated while we were waiting, it was a couple people ahead of us, and there were several people come in while we were waiting, wanting to go orders. And he told them, we can't really guarantee you food right now because we've got a couple of people waiting. And I appreciated that. They could have easily sold to the customers coming in, but they put the people who were sitting there first priority, and we were guaranteed food. So go in and check it out, even if it has the sign. He said they always have some still left before they put the sign on there.
The smoke ring was there, the tenders, the ribs fell off the bone. You could cut the brisket with a fork, and if you've ever smoked a brisket, you know what I'm talking about there. But folks, support this business.
Yes, get fried macaroni and cheese.
Fried macaroni and cheese.
That is the best macaroni and cheese I've ever eaten. And this is the first time, well, not the first time, but the first time I've eaten here was the first time I ever had fried macaroni and cheese, and that's one we get every time we come. And
we talked about a little bit. We talked about this week about mom and pop restaurants. You walk in the door, Denny's working. Miss Kelly, his wife, his kids are working. So the people that you sit down with and you shake his hand, that's the man that fixed your ribs or your pulled pork or your brisket. There again, there's just so many great things. We don't have the time to tell you all the great things about
Denny's.
Denny's, Delauder's Barbecue. Now they may be changing locations at some point. And they'll let us know about that. But right now they're out on Highway 321, just past Gatlinburg Pittman High School. And like I said, I cannot sit here all day and tell you all the wonderful things that I like about this meal. But I tell you what, you can do the next time you're in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, or Pigeon Forge, or Sevierville, or over in North Carolina. You make sure they're open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You make sure that you stop by Delauder's Barbecue.
Right, and tell them
tell them Marcy and Amanda Lee sent you.
That's right.
Like I said, just a great meal. And with that,
It's worth it.
And I guess this was our last dinner in the Smokies for a little while. But the plans for another vacation has already started. I can guarantee you that. But for right now, we'll wrap it up, and we'll have breakfast somewhere tomorrow morning. Happy Easter to you.
Right.
If you're around, if you've got a church to go to church tomorrow. But for now, I'm RC,
And I'm Amanda Lee.
and we'll see you later.